guys, it's me, Meteor, and welcome to another edition of What is Kirby Canon? This time we're talking about Taranza and Sectonia. The story begins in the beginning of Triple Deluxe when we see Kirby waking up and seeing the Dreamstalk growing, and Taranza actually reaching the top and grabbing King Dedede. But for what purpose is unknown until later in the game. When Kirby finally catches up to Taranza, all is revealed as to why Taranza captured King Dedede in the first place. Apparently before the people of the sky were captured, the people of the sky actually planted seeds to grow the Dreamstalk so that Kirby would be able to find them, and Taranza actually thought that King Dedede himself was actually the hero of Popstar. He really needs to learn how to do some fact checking, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Taranza himself is never actually fought directly. This is because he's more of a puppet master who actually gets others to do his will for him. It isn't until Kirby defeats King Dedede where Taranza finally realizes, oh wait, maybe you're the hero of Popstar. Oh man, if that's true, and calls for Queen Sectonia for help. Unfortunately, Queen Sectonia was having none of that and actually knocked him into oblivion. Queen Sectonia is the true power-hungry monarch who seized control of Floralia and oppressed the people of the sky. Unable to defeat Kirby herself, she decides to fuse and leech off of the Dreamstalk, which actually guided Kirby there in the first place. Queen Sectonia did put up a good fight, but thanks to King Dedede and Taranza, Kirby was able to be freed, go into Hypernova Kirby, and actually defeat Queen Sectonia with a final blow. For now. Before all these events took place, however, Sectonia was never actually evil, she was never actually power hungry. In fact, according to Sectonia DX's description, Sectonia and Taranza actually used to be good friends. So, what caused the change? Well, as I actually touched on the last episode, Taranza actually stole the dimensional mirror from the mirror world and actually gave it to Queen Sectonia as a gift. But unfortunately, that very mirror was actually what caused Queen Sectonia to go into madness in the first place by looking in it each and every day. Like I said, Taranza needs to do some serious fact-checking. Unfortunately for Taranza, that may not be a possible option anymore. As a surprise to no one, Queen Sectonia at the end of the True Arena revives herself again by consuming 4 miracle fruits that appeared. But let's take a look at the actual pause-screen description for this boss that it's given. It actually says Taranza's final words and offering can no longer reach her ears, and that she has become a pitiable husk in the throes of madness after losing everything. And all she has left to consume is or cling to is her vanity. Now, it's interesting how it brings out Taranza's final words, because Taranza was actually trying to help her. But if you go in further in the fight, in the actual second phase of her, when she actually detaches herself from the Dreamstalk entirely, and you fight her by herself, it says that she's fed off countless hosts and now cannot remember her true form. A voice called out to help her but has since fallen silent. So it's possible that she even killed Taranza, who is trying to help her. Granted, that's by no means confirmed, but so far, I haven't seen Taranza come back at all since then. But that's not all. Also in that same pause-screen description quote we've seen, it actually says that she's fed off countless hosts and now cannot remember her true form. Well, what is her true form? Is it the B version of her? Well, according to a Miiverse post, no, it's not. Apparently her true form actually looks very similar to Taranza himself. Now take note, when Soul of Sectonia is actually defeated, you actually see her burst into a bunch of different flower petals, one specifically floating off in the distance. In Planet Robobot, we actually see a clone of Sectonia actually made from data collected from a giant flower. So that very flower that could have fell might have been what they used to actually make Sectonia's clone to begin with. Far more important than that, however, is actually the end of the fight against Sectonia's clone in Planet Robobot. In fact, when she's defeated, for a split second, you'll actually see someone who looks kind of like Taranza appear before exploding. This is not Taranza. Look at the helmet. Look at the eyes. The eyes are more feminine and the helmet is different. This is how Queen Sectonia looked before she became power hungry by the dimensional mirror. And with that, that's pretty much everything you need to know about Queen Sectonia and Taranza. Next time, we'll be talking about something far, far bigger after my Let's Play of Planet Robobot. I will see you guys next time.